We're not as toxic as you think. We're very kind people. Just try to talk to us, even if we're shy. We're all human beings. We're just not as outgoing sometimes as you guys.
One of the beautiful things about esports is that regardless of your race, your age, your gender, your athletic ability, everyone can play, and everyone does. And that's why we want to dedicate this episode to all those in the community that have made gaming such an amazing place. Video games, one of the most amazing aspects of it is that you can play with people all around the world, internationally, in Australia, in Asia, anywhere. And you can make friends with people that you would have never had the opportunity to really get to know or hang out with outside of that. And I feel like it kind of has changed the dynamic of this open internet world where players tend to stay online.
My name is Luigino Gigante. I'm the owner of Waypoint Cafe, which is New York's first premier esports cafe located here in Manhattan. For the community here, we've kind of built a community here. After a lot of the old arcades like Chinatown Fair went away, there was no spot for gamers to come. So when we opened, we get a lot of people who do come every day to play games. They also play with their friends. We also get a lot of groups and a lot of people just coming by just to hang out. I see gaming going more as a more social aspect, honestly, as more people get into gaming, regardless of what platform or what type of game they play. Same thing with esports. I see more and more people just getting ready just to go into it.
Video games is not exclusive, anyone can game, any age, any race.
I really feel like people believe that games in general are considered a lazy concept, that you just lay back, create your own little world, and then cut off ties from the actual world. I believe that it's actually the opposite. You're joining these groups, you're playing with your friends, maybe even family members, and you're having all a good time.
Growing up as a gamer in the late 90s and early 2000s, you kind of were hindered a little bit by what internet you had. But one of the opportunities for you and your friends to play together uninhibited was the LAN centers. LAN centers were a huge deal, an opportunity for you and your friends to get together and play any of the games that you wanted to play. Well, the internet has gone better over the last 2 decades, but LAN centers are still around, and you gotta give credit to the community. Hi everyone, Kelly Link here with Ray from Local Battles, a LAN center in Fort Lee, New Jersey. Now Ray, I gotta ask you, how did this whole place start? What was the conception of the idea?
I wasn't here when it began. I actually live next door, but yeah, I guess that goes to shows because it was something to bring the community together.
Yeah.
It's something that people like to do, people like the game, and I think people come to places like this because they want to play together. There's always that want to be social, be around your friends while you're playing games. So that's exactly what this place is here for people to get together.
LAN centers kind of open up an opportunity for players who may feel a little bit more uncomfortable going out into the public, where they would feel more comfortable interacting with others on their computers. It gives them that environment.
It's such a community, regardless of who you are, where you are, what you come from, anything like that.
Yeah,
it's a community.
Anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Like don't tell yourself, oh, I'll never be that good. Like it just takes time. There's a level of community engagement, and I think we're gonna see this a lot in esports.
Something you were saying about the fans getting into it.
Right.
When you go to tournaments for video games, the players are walking around you in the convention
Yes.
center there.
Exactly.
You can see them, you can hang out with them and shake their hand and talk to them.
Exactly. And it wasn't until I joined the crew, my game went from like here to here, and I actually in 2010 I was ranked as high as #1 in the world at one point, and I was like, it's only because of a crew.
All right, we've had enough talk. I want to see some games being played.
All right.
Gentlemen, jump into the games.
Hey guys, it's Jeff. Welcome to the esports community. The best part of this, you can come from any background and be a part of it. Gender, financial background, ethnicity, it doesn't matter. Everyone is on an equal playing field in this sort of way. There is a part of this community that can hide behind a screen, and that needs to be curbed in esports right now. The fact that you might meet people in person has definitely woken up the esports world of, hey, you have a level of social responsibility whether you're behind a screen or in person. Follow that and do the right thing.
Next time on Exploring Esports, we'll go behind the scenes and see the people that make it happen.